we would like to show you a small journey of Anushree's life, a journey of her life in Bharatanatyam. That's a beautiful compilation her mother has made with the help of our very good friend who is in charge of the videography today, a very close friend of mine, Ashraf. So here's Anu's journey from the beginning.
മനസ്സത്തോടു കൂടി ചെയ്യും.
We would like to thank each and every one for having taken time out today to bless Anushree on her big day. We would like to felicitate some very special people who took their precious time out today and have made remarkable achievements in their life. We would like to invite our chief guests of the evening, Shri Unnikrishnan and Srimati Deepa Ganesh on the dais, please. Shri Unnikrishnan began his training in Kathakali at the age of 8. He later graduated in Bharatnatyam from Kalakshetra and was blessed to work and tour with late Padma Bhushan Srimati Rukmini Devi Arundel, founder of Kalakshetra. Shri Unni started his professional career as a performer and teacher with the Dhananjayans at the Bharata Kalanjali in 1980. At the peak of his performing career in 1985, Shri Unni was invited by the Academy of Indian Dance in Great Britain to perform for the lead character in Adventures of Mowgli, a unique dance drama. He was invited again by the Academy of Dance in London, which led to his relocation. He was awarded a scholarship by the Department of Culture by the Government of India in 1982-84. He received the award for outstanding contribution to dance from Greater London Arts 1988 and the Digital Dance Award and many more such accolades. He performed at the Madras Dance Festival, Krishna Gana Sabha, Bharat Kalachar, Chidambaram Dance Festival, Narada Gana Sabha, Indian Council for Cultural Relations. He was recently bestowed with the title Natya Sevaka by the Dhananjayans Bharata Kalanjali for obtaining excellence in his profession as an artist. A few words about Mrs. Deepa Ganesh, a student of Adiyar Lakshmanan and Kalanidhi Narayanan. Srimati Deepa Ganesh is a senior Bharatnatyam dancer and teacher, bringing with her a wealth of experience in all aspects of Bharatnatyam. Fated by the then President of India, late R. Venkatraman, the Dians of art like Srimati Rukmini Devi Arundel, Deepa is a great artist of Doordarshan and has won numerous accolades and awards in India, including the Hind Gaurav Award and Gem of India Award. Srimati Deepa Ganesh is the artistic director of Upasana, UK, an organization that reaches out to diverse audiences and artistically improves lives. Adept in nurturing local talent, Deepa advocates Indian culture and dance in a holistic manner, which encourages appreciating art in all walks of life. Srimati Deepa has given several workshops in UK, UAE, and India. She has trained several students for their debut performance or Arangetram and also has many dance productions like Rasa Ratnakara, I hope I'm saying it right, and made them strive for art with a vision. Her students represented Upasana and won the Greater Manchester Youth Dance Competitions in 2006. We would like to wholeheartedly thank these two eminent guests who took their time out to grace today's occasions. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. We would also like to mention that their presence makes it all the more special as they are Anushree's Guru's Guru. Shariram surupam tatava kalatram yachashkaru chitram dhanam meru tulyam manaschena lagnam kurorangri padme tatakkim 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 tatakkim. So we have 3 generations of dancers here, which is certainly a proud moment for them. In order to felicitate our guests, I request Anushree's grandmother, Mrs. Kanchana, to come on stage, please. Please put your hands together once again for them. Shri Unnikrishnan, Srimati Deepa Ganesh. Those are Anushree's cousins, Riya and Kavya. We would like to felicitate Anushree's Guru, and what greater blessing can it be to be felicitated by her own Gurus. Vinita Pratish is currently in Kuwait after she relocated in 2015, and she currently trains several students in Kuwait under the name Srishti School of Classical Dance. Please put your hands together for Srimati Vinita Pratish. May I request both her Gurus to felicitate Mrs. Vinita? Let's hear it once again for Mrs. Vinita. We are indebted to Sri Jatin, who worked tirelessly to train Anushree in the absence of Mrs. Vinita. Jatin has attained training in Bharatnatyam and Kuchipudi from the age of 10 under the tutelage of Guru Sri Sashi Kotakkal, Sri Guru R.L.V. Anil Kumar, and is currently learning under Guru Sri Unnikrishnan of Kalakshetra. He has carved his own niche where he trains several students and has been conferred the title Natya Saradhi in Andhra Pradesh. May I request Sri Unnikrishnan and Srimati Deepa Ganesh to please facilitate Jatin? Okay. Next, we would like to invite a very special person who also helped Vinita to fine-tune Anushree in the earlier days. May I invite Srimati Ashwati Sharan to please accept a small token of gratitude from us. May I request both the Gurus to please felicitate Mrs. Ashwati. A bigger round of applause. May I now take the privilege of introducing our esteemed orchestra onto the stage one by one. Our vocalist, Srimati Aparna Sharma. If you thought all she knows is only to sing, then please listen to this. Mrs. Aparna Sharma is a renowned Bharatnatyam dancer, guru, choreographer, nattuvanar, and singer from Kerala. She has been trained for classical dance under Srimati Jaya Anand and Sri R.L.V. Anand. She was a district Kalatilakam for 10 consecutive years in Thrissur and the state Kalatilakam twice. She has several accolades and awards to her credit, namely the National Award for Kuchipudi, CCRT Fellowship, Bala Saraswati Award, Natya Shringara Mayuri, and so on. She is a trained Carnatic vocalist and is pursuing her training currently under Guru Swami Malai S.K. Suresh from Chennai. Please put your hands together for Mrs. Aparna Sharma. May I request Mr. Unnikrishnan to kindly felicitate her, please? Kalamandalam Shri Kiran Gopinath on the Mridangam. Kiran took birth in a renowned family of artists from Kerala. He started his basic lessons in Mridangam from his father, Shri Kalamandalam Gopinath, and he further completed his MA in Mridangam from RLV Music College. He has accompanied several renowned artists like Dasyam Gopika Varma, Lakshmi Gopala Swami, Dr. Sunanda Nair, and Shri Raja and Radha Reddy, and so on. May I invite Kalamandalam Kiran Gopinath on stage, please. And may I request Mrs. Deepa to felicitate Kalamandalam Kiran Gopinath. Shri Sangeet Mohan on the violin. Sangeet Mohan is a renowned Indian violinist who accompanies instrumental fusions, Carnatic music concerts, and classical dance shows. He entered the world of music at the age of 8. His father, Mr. Mohan Kumar, is a renowned actor in professional stage dramas, a harmonist and an established lyricist. Shri Sangeet has been trained under Shri Edappalli Ajit and Shri Vayala Rajendran. He started his professional journey with Mrs. Kalamandalam Kshemavati and has accompanied many artists like Vaikam Vijayalakshmi, Rama Vaidyanathan, Vaijayanti Kashi, Shobhana, Manju Bhargavi, and so on. May I request Shri Unnikrishnan to felicitate Shri Sangeet Mohan. Shri Priyesh Kanjangad on the flute. Hailing from a musical family background, trained by Guru Rajagopal and Palakkad S. Krishna Iyer in flute, he also excels in Mridangam, clearing his Gana Bhushanam by CMGM College. He has been practicing and teaching for the past 15 years in UAE. He has also given programs in India and abroad. May I request Srimati Deepa to felicitate Shri Priyesh Kanjangad. The man behind the lens, Mr. Ashraf, he has worked a lot to bring color to today's event. He has created wonderful memories in the form of some beautiful photos, and he is the man behind the videography and the video that you witnessed some time ago. May I invite Ashraf to please accept a small token of appreciation from us. May I request Shri Unnikrishnan to felicitate Ashraf. We have one more person to be felicitated, but before that, I would like to invite our chief guest to speak a few words. May I request Guru Shri Unnikrishnan to please come forward.
Namaskaram. Friends, I don't think I should say anything much because you all experienced such a wonderful program. First, I'll say congratulations to Anushree, her parents, her family, and Vinita. Congratulations. And actually, I entered the Varnam. I thought this girl never sweat. From the beginning, she's fresh until when she finished the Varnam also. I think she practiced a lot. And anyway, I really congratulate again Vinita and Anushree. Vinita staying far away. Still she able to teach her and this girl able to learn. And I think they did amazing job. And this is her beginning. I hope she is going to continue. And I wish all the best for her. Thank you.
Thank you for your kind words, sir. May I request Srimati Deepa Ganesh to kindly come forward and say a few words.
Gurubhyo Namaha. Unnikrishnan Masha is almost making me feel guilty because I am conscious that I am in the middle of the program And Sir made it so sweet and short. If, with your permission, I will take little more time. I think what I saw here is a teacher who knew her child very well. Just like how every parent knows their children very well. And keeping that child in mind, they bring the best for that child. Definitely Vinita had worked with that child very closely to bring the best of that child together. And that's what we saw. You know, when you know your clay well, the potter makes a particular statue with that particular material. Just like any of us in the kitchen with cooking, we know when uppu, karam, mela, kira, we know exactly how to adjust. That's exactly how beautiful it was today. What we saw looked seamless, but there was so much to those details. So really, as Sir very sweetly put, please give a big round of applause to the wonderful people who have worked behind this child. Starting from those parents who have been, if you see that presentation, we all know that what we saw today was not definitely an Arangetram which came to an evening. We saw how beautifully, right from the time the child was a little baby, the grandmother, the parent, this is true in every house. It's not true only for one child, this is true in every house, but really how many families can take it further inch by inch to bring it to this moment. And that's where this child is definitely privileged. This child is definitely privileged. I know Anushree is not here, but I really pray that she realizes how privileged she is to get a family like her, like what she has got, the teachers, and so many loved people to invest in her. And I'm sure she is someone who definitely deserves, otherwise no one is going to do either. So that child also, I'm sure, is special and has earned it. Vinita said something very sweet about the Varnam, which is, this is a Varnam, of course, which I will not tell which year she learned. But yes, it actually genuinely brought back memories, because I can tell you so much that she was pretty much the same age. And I had completely forgotten the Varnam till I saw it today. And pretty much the same. So it brought back memories of her dancing like Anushree as a little child. And she used this word gold, like how gold is passed on. And I would think this is even more special than gold, because gold doesn't change. This can change. And it can actually change for the better, which is what I saw today. Because I can tell you one thing, we are here talking about legacy. Because here, when she knows only that she has learnt it from me and has taught. But what she probably doesn't know, that where this inspiration comes from, goes back to Unnikrishnan Sir's teacher. So this is a Varnam danced so many times by the Dhananjayans, who is a good friend of my teacher, right? So there is Unnikrishnan Sir, who must have seen this Varnam so many times danced by Sir and Satyajit, and how many times? Myself, there you go, right? So we have so many loved memories, inspirations coming together artistically, finally going into Vinita, holding on to that, coming, okay, at least 2 to 3 decades later into this child, right? So that is where we are talking about artistic legacy, which lives way beyond what we invest. And it's pretty much the same when we spoke about all the orchestra. What is orchestra we are talking about? We are talking about Aparna, 10 years Kalatilakam. Is that a joke? What are we talking about? That much of investment in her has gone into what we heard within the past 1 hour. It's not come by chance. And in Kiran's simple aradi, those little kanaka that he was giving him, even as the child was walking, you know, he had his place without disturbing her. That's how beautiful it is. When he learned from his father, I'm sure the father didn't realize that here he's going to be sitting helping Anushree. So it comes with a lot of artistic investment, not just by the 5 people there or 2 of us here with Vinita. Generations, we are talking about 70, 80 years of artistry being passed on to 2020. So we are talking about 50 years, and it takes that time. When I thought Vinita, I definitely didn't think that she's going to be such a wonderful teacher. And I'm quite definite, Vinita herself said this today, and Marsh was listening. When I saw Jayashree only, I realized how much my mother would have done for me. So it has taken so long for her to realize her mother, and that's so true. And for us, this is a lesson. For me, when I was sitting here and enjoying this evening, believe me, Vinita, I should really thank you for calling both of us. I know Marsha is local, but there was no need for her to call me, definitely. A lovely call from her would have been more than happy. I'm more than happy that way, and I would have enjoyed it as much. But it was really her generosity that she wanted me to sit here. And I can tell you, because there are so many people here, right, who could have come and graced so much better. But for me, it was a lesson that that day what I invested, after 35, 40 years, yet is growing so beautifully. And the reason why I'm telling is, as mothers, as teachers, we all do our job. And we don't really look back to see. But it takes that 40, 50 years for that tree to grow and have that little bud blossom. So Anushree and people like Vinita just reiterate the fact that it's totally worth doing what we do without bothering about result. So my only request to Anushree is to remember this, definitely not today, she should be really tired, but sometime in the future when she's a young woman, probably 10 years later, just remember this day. Because I can tell you, she has lot to give this world. She has a whole lot of strength to give this world. So please give your goodness, joy and grace to this world, Anushree, because I can tell you it'll come manifold back to you. So thank you, each one of you, for holding all of this together, and thank you especially to all of you for being patient with me.
May I now request Anushree's guru, Mrs. Vinita, to speak a few words.
Good evening, everyone. I have been very blessed to not just have good gurus, but at the same time, they have been my very, very best friends as well. So, Deepanti, I am again going to give you a complex because I am also going to talk very short and sweet. So again, you're going to get into a complex, but wholeheartedly, Deepanti, if you're here, I must say today was possible because of a divine power. Of course, we all know that, God. But who comes after God? Who comes after God? Sorry? Mother. Absolutely. I think we all should give a big round of applause to Anushree's mother, who is busy dressing her up. It was her sheer determination and intense desire that she must be able to see her daughter perform on her Arangetram. And when I left Kuwait, she was in tears when she told me that I don't know whether this is going to happen. So I had given her a word 5 years back. I said, we will make it happen. And I'm so glad, however it ended, however it is going on, I'm so glad. And we're really happy that it has actually happened. So like my mother says, nothing is impossible. You just have to set your mind and heart to it. Anything and everything is possible. You just have to see it beforehand. So as I promised, I'm not going to talk much. A small token of gratitude to my gurus on stage who have really, really been with me throughout. And a few gurus who are sitting outside the stage. Shashimash, I was trying to bring him in the front, but he, as you all are also shy, he was so reluctant that he's still sitting in the back. So that is how he is so down to earth, so humble. For anything I ask him, for anything I approach him, he is ready. In fact, I think even before I ask him, he is there to help me. Thank you, Shashimash, for everything. Thank you so much. Thank you to my parents who still treat me like a small child, who still take so much care of me. I keep wondering, would I do the same thing to my daughter? I really don't think so. Paru, I'm not going to be the same like your grandma. So you better enjoy whatever you can now with them. And my family, my husband who has always been supporting me, and a few other gurus. Manoj Master, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for always being there for me. Guru Sahadevan also who was here, and all the other renowned gurus of the UAE, thank you so much for making it today. My brilliant orchestra. In fact, there is the head of the department whenever it comes to our musicians, and we all know it is Sri Arun Gopinath, who is in Canada, who is not able to come because he's had other commitments. So it is always under his shelter that I plan our musicians, and once again, he gave me a go-ahead. He told me just do it, and I think we've got one of the best team of musicians. Aparna, Kiran, Priyesh sir, Sangeet, thank you so much for being just like family all these 3 days, and thank you for not acting like big stars, because they are really, really big, you know, but they don't show any of that, and I think that is the true virtue of an artist. Thank you so much for bearing with everything these 3 days. Thank you so much. My dear friend Ashraf, again, for wholeheartedly always being there. Ratish Marsh on the makeup. And two very special people. I have more special people, but two of them are here, who have been working again towards Anushree's Arangetram. Ashwati and Jatin. Usually, I don't know, in Kuwait, there's a lot of professional politics and things like that, but I've been very lucky. In Dubai, I think I have only had wonderful people in my life, as you see, you know, all of them have actually come. Jatin and Ashwati, in my absence, they had helped Anushree get better. They had given her a lot of practices. Jatin has been working with Anushree for a long time, and Ashwati also helped me in between. Thank you so much. I'm not giving a big thanks because I know I don't need to do that. And thank you once again to Anushree's family for making this happen. Thank you to this wonderful audience for waiting. We're going to have a very brief session. Please do stay with us. Thank you. And yes, I think we are ready to have our little star here on stage. Anushree, can we have you? I was waiting for you, actually. Yes, please put your hands together for Anushree. So I was thinking she would not be able to make it. And about me and Anushree. Anushree is a very intelligent child, as you all would have seen. Intelligent in the sense not of memorization or anything, but she has, she wants to go and study in the Oxford. So you know how difficult it is to communicate with her, because she picks out on each and every grammatical mistake that I make. And she's like, Auntie, I think it's that. I don't think you should talk like this. So I have a lot of English mentoring also from Anushree. So I request all of you to give one more big round of applause for Anushree, who made us all proud today.
We would like to felicitate our makeup artist, who has done a fantastic job today by making our little Anu as beautiful as a goddess. He is also an excellent dancer, performer, and choreographer. May I invite Sri Ratish onto the stage to accept a small token of appreciation. We now move on to the second half of the show, which is going to be a very brief session where she will perform 4 beautiful numbers. Please do stay with us till the end, as it would highly encourage Anu.